Imagine standing on a lonely cliff at twilight, gazing upward as a magnificent winged horse slices through painted clouds, an otherworldly creature not ushered into existence in a gentle pasture, but birthed dramatically from the crimson spray of a vanquished monster's severed neck. This is Pegasus, arguably the most recognizable figure in all of Greek lore, a being whose beginnings intertwine horror and wonder, sorrow and splendor, mortals and immortals alike. According to the ancient poets, Pegasus erupted fully formed from the blood of Medusa at the very instant the hero Perseus, armed with a mirrored shield from Athena and a sword guided by Hermes, decapitated the dreaded Gorgon whose glare could petrify the bravest warrior. Medusa herself had once been a radiant priestess, punished by Athena after Poseidon ravaged her within the goddess's sacred temple, which means that Poseidon, restless god of the sea, earthquakes, and untamed stallions, became Pegasus's divine yet indirect father, thus branding the newborn creature with currents of both oceanic power and tragic injustice. Out of that grisly tableau rose not one but two entities: Chrysaor, a sword-bearing giant promising strength, and Pegasus, a shining horse whose snow-white wings glimmered like moonlight on rippling water. In time, Pegasus wandered the skies until the mortal prince Bellerophon, yearning for impossible glory, received in a dream a golden bridle from Athena. With it he approached Pegasus at the spring of Pyrene, whispered a prayer, and miraculously subdued the untamable steed. Together they soared into legend, vanquishing the fire-breathing chimera, routing lawless tribes, and performing feats that stitched Bellerophon's name into heroic song. Yet hubris, the perennial flaw of Greek protagonists, infected Bellerophon's heart. Emboldened by praise, he attempted to ride Pegasus straight to the shimmering summit of Mount Olympus and sit among the gods themselves. Zeus, offended by such mortal arrogance, dispatched a tiny gadfly whose single sting sent Pegasus bucking. The king fell earthward, surviving but broken, wasting his days in obscurity and regret, while Pegasus, unscathed, continued his ascent until the gods welcomed him as one of their own. Zeus appointed the winged stallion bearer of lightning and thunder, a living conduit between heaven's armory and the storms that lash the mortal world. And in that role, Pegasus became an eternal emblem of loyalty, creative spark, and the soaring imagination. Artists carved his likeness onto Corinthian coins. Poets invoked him as the very embodiment of the Muses. Armies emblazoned his image on shields for courage. And modern storytellers, from painters to filmmakers, still resurrect his tale whenever they explore the boundaries between the mundane and the miraculous. Born out of tragedy yet elevated to celestial service, Pegasus invites us to believe that even the darkest origin can launch a radiant destiny, reminding us that myth, at its core, is the art of turning suffering into splendor. If this saga set your imagination alight, lend your support by pressing like, share your favorite mythical creature in the comments, and subscribe so we can journey together through many more uncanny corridors of ancient history and timeless wonder.